From the moment we were born, it feels like we were handed a guide on how we're supposed to live, what choices to make, which path to follow, and the direction our life should take. But no one ever told us what to do when things don't go according to plan. No one prepared us for the moments when we feel lost, stuck, and unsure of which way to go. But today, I will be your guide and help you gain a new perspective, along with a step-by-step plan on how we can get back up and start the adventure of finding our true selves and deciding how we want to live our lives. It is normal at some point to feel lost or confused where to go in life, especially if every step you took until now was unconsciously planned by society. You were just following someone else's footstep, copying others to be exact. But sometimes life imposes a sudden change in your life that will make all the plans shatter to pieces, and you reach a point where you feel like walking through fog, where the way isn't clear, doors seem to be closed, and you can't see the results even after working so hard. If you reach that point, then you should be happy. Yes, not sad or broken, but grateful, because you finally reached the stage where clarity begins. Sometimes things must disappear from our life to make a space for something better. The cup must be empty before it can be filled. We usually get attached to certain lifestyle, habits, or even mindset that can blind us from knowing our real potentials. A way of life that we accept. A limited life, thinking it's all we're capable of. When it's not, you are so much more. So it's up to you to decide what kind of life you want to live. And now you are at a stage where life is like a clean sheet. You can fill it however you want. Now is the time to build a strong foundation for an amazing life ahead. But you must know that the journey to find your purpose is not easy. It will test your will, your heart, your mind, and everything you thought you were made of. But I promise you, if there's only one thing you take away from this video, let it be this. If you decided to pick up the broken pieces and start again, to be ready to focus so fiercely on your goals that the noises around you disappear, then I promise you, what you will find at the end of this journey is a result far more amazing than anything you ever imagined. So, let's get started. Embodying your higher self. Let me explain it for you, because this step is essential in your transformation into the version you always longed for. I need you to sit with yourself, pick up your pen and paper or anything you want to use, and I need you to answer these two questions. You must be as detailed and honest as possible. First question is, who is your highest self? Meaning, what kind of person is the person that you want to become? What do they do for work? What kind of relationships surround them? Romantic, friendships, family? What kind of traits do they embody? What are their hobbies? What are their interests? And I want you to really think about this. You can pause the video, write everything down, and don't be afraid to take your time on this step. With this step, you will gain a clearer view of the path you want to take, or at least be able to identify some key points to focus on or start with without feeling overwhelmed or confused. Now that you've painted a picture of your highest self, let's move on to the second question. The person that you designed probably didn't start off having those traits that you wish to embody. And they probably had to overcome some stuff in order to become this version. And it's probably similar to the stuff that you're overcoming now. Things like imposter syndrome, self-sabotage, perfectionism, or feeling like there's never enough. Also not enough money, time, resources, or the right connections. And that brings us to the question, what would that person that you design do given they have the same time, the same resources, the same amount of money to get closer to the person that they are now? You must have a clear answer before we move on any further. Start with one area of your life. After you've decided on the direction you want to start with, take it slow. Don't try to fix everything at once. That will only leave you feeling more overwhelmed and lost. Choose just one area to focus on: your mental health, your daily routine, your relationships, your work, or even your physical space. Start improving that one area so it begins to align with the version of yourself you truly desire to become. I know there have been many times when the urge to change everything all at once left you feeling paralyzed. You made long to-do lists, filled with good intentions, but then anxiety and overthinking took over. You get stuck between thoughts and start saying to yourself, "How can I possibly do all this?" Or, "What's the point? It's too late, it's too much." And then you call it quits before even starting. Let go of the guilt around starting over. A lot of people feel ashamed for needing to start again. You might feel like you failed, or that you are too old or too far behind. But the truth is, most people are just pretending to have it all together. You're not broken, you're just growing. And growth doesn't always look pretty. Sometimes it looks like letting everything fall apart so you can rebuild it better. So if you're starting over, take your time. Acknowledge those feelings, then choose to let them go because they're holding you back. You're not starting from the beginning, you're starting from experience, not from scratch. This is part of growth, messy, real, and honest. And you're doing better than you think. Lastly, I want you to say that you are proud of yourself, because when you click this video in a desire to make change, doesn't matter if it's big or small, that means you are starting to control your life. You decided to be the main lead in your story, and I'm confident that if you stay committed to doing what's best for you, you will become the amazing person you were born to be. I hope this video helped you on your journey. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you in the next one.